Early civilizations and cultural crossroads. The history of ancient Malaysia is deeply intertwined with its geographical position in Southeast Asia, making it a vital crossroads for trade, culture, and migration. Archaeological evidence from sites such as the Naya Caves in Sarawak and the Lenggong Valley in Perak indicates human presence as far back as 40,000 years. These early inhabitants relied on hunting and gathering, laying the groundwork for later agricultural societies. By the first millennium BCE, the Malay Peninsula became a crucial node in early maritime trade routes. Indian, Chinese, Arabs and Persian traders brought spices, textiles and metals, influencing the region's cultural and social evolution. The introduction of Hinduism and Buddhism from India played a transformative role, as seen in the establishment of early kingdoms like Lankasuka and Kedah Tua. These polities adopted Indianized governance, art and religious practices, creating a syncretic culture that blended indigenous and imported elements. The rise of the Srivijaya Empire in the 7th century marked a golden age for ancient Malaysia. Based in Sumatra, Srivijaya extended its influence over the Malay Peninsula, controlling the lucrative trade through the Strait of Malacca. This era was characterized by advancements in trade, shipbuilding and diplomacy, linking the region to China, India and the Middle East. Islam arrived in the 14th century through Arab and Indian traders, gradually replacing Hindu-Buddhist traditions. The Malacca Sultanate, 15th century, became a prominent Islamic trading hub, attracting merchants from across Asia and establishing a cosmopolitan society. The Sultanate's strategic location and thriving port city laid the foundation for Malaysia's later development. From colonial rule to independence, the arrival of European powers in Southeast Asia marked a significant turning point for Malaysia. In 1511, the Portuguese captured Malacca, seeking control over the spice trade. They were succeeded by the Dutch in 1641 and the British in the late 18th century. British colonization formalized with the establishment of the Straits settlements, Penang, Malacca and Singapore, in 1826. By the 19th century, British influence extended over the Malay Peninsula and parts of Borneo. Colonial policies profoundly shaped Malaysia's socio-economic landscape. The British introduced rubber and tin industries, making Malaya one of the world's leading producers. However, these industries relied heavily on imported Chinese and Indian labor, creating a multi-ethnic society. While the economy flourished, the colonial system entrenched ethnic divisions and economic inequality, sowing discord that persisted post-independence. World War II and the road to independence. Japanese occupation during World War II disrupted colonial rule and sparked nationalist movements. Post-war, Britain attempted to consolidate its control by forming the Malayan Union in 1946. However, widespread opposition led to the creation of the Federation of Malaya in 1948, granting greater autonomy to local rulers. The Malayan emergency was a pivotal period, as communist insurgents launched an armed struggle against British rule. Supported by ethnic Malays and Chinese business elites, the anti-communist alliance laid the groundwork for Malaya's independence in 1957. In 1963, the formation of Malaysia incorporated Sabah, Sarawak, and briefly Singapore. Although Singapore left the federation in 1965 due to political and economic disagreements. Post-independence challenges and policies. Malaysia faced significant challenges after independence, including ethnic tensions, economic disparities, and regional disparities. The 1969 race riots highlighted these issues, prompting the government to implement the new economic policy, NEP, in 1971. The NEP aimed to reduce poverty and address inequalities, particularly for the ethnic Malay majority, Bumiputra, by promoting education, business ownership, and land redistribution. Malaysia's economic growth story began with policies that emphasized resource-based industries like rubber, tin, and palm oil. By the 1980s, however, the country shifted toward export-oriented industrialization. The creation of free trade zones and incentives for foreign direct investment, FDI, attracted multinational corporations, particularly in the electronics sector. The role of leadership. Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad, 1981-2003, played a crucial role in Malaysia's modernization. His Vision 2020 plan outlined ambitious goals for transforming Malaysia into a high-income, industrialized nation. Key initiatives included heavy industries, establishing national enterprises like Proton, automotive, and Petronas, oil and gas. Technology transfer, encouraging partnerships between local and foreign companies to boost expertise. Infrastructure development. Projects like the North-South Expressway and Kuala Lumpur International Airport improved connectivity and logistics. In the 2000s, Malaysia diversified its economy further, expanding into services, finance, and technology. The Multimedia Super Corridor (MSC) initiative attracted global tech companies and fostered a vibrant digital economy. By focusing on education, innovation, and entrepreneurship, Malaysia built resilience against external shocks, such as the 1997 Asian financial crisis. Data from the World Bank shows that Malaysia's GDP rebounded strongly post-COVID-19, growing 8.7% in 2022. Exports in electronics, palm oil, and petroleum products continue to drive growth, while structural reforms ensure long-term stability, turning diversity into an asset. Malaysia's demographic composition, Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous peoples, presents both challenges and opportunities. While ethnic tensions exist, Malaysia has effectively leveraged its diversity to create a harmonious, innovative society. The government promotes unity through programs like the Rukun Negara, national principles, emphasizing shared values of loyalty, respect, and tolerance. Public holidays celebrating major festivals of all communities foster a sense of belonging. The education system also incorporates cultural elements from various groups, promoting mutual understanding. Ethnic diversity has been a driving force behind Malaysia's economic success. Chinese Malaysians dominate trade, business, and entrepreneurship, contributing significantly to the private sector. Indian Malaysians excel in professional services, including medicine, law, and education. Malay Bumiputera lead public administration and benefit from affirmative action policies, creating a balanced workforce. Research suggests that multiculturalism, when managed effectively, enhances creativity, productivity, and competitiveness, providing Malaysia with a unique advantage in a globalized economy. Lessons for the United States. As a diverse nation, the US can learn from Malaysia's approach to managing ethnic diversity. Programs promoting inclusivity, cultural preservation, and dialogue can reduce polarization and foster national unity. Malaysia's affirmative action policies, despite controversies, demonstrate the importance of addressing historical inequities. By investing in education, entrepreneurship, and community development for marginalized groups, the US can reduce income inequality and promote upward mobility. Malaysia's success in fostering interethnic communication through platforms like the National Unity Consultative Council is a model for the US. Encouraging dialogue across cultural and political divides can build trust and understanding in an increasingly polarized society. The US can emulate Malaysia's integration of economic and social policies. For example, creating opportunities for collaboration across ethnic groups in business, education, and community projects can harness diversity as a strength. A model for unity and prosperity, Malaysia's transformation from a resource-based economy to a modern, industrialized nation is a testament to the power of effective governance and unity and diversity. By leveraging its multicultural society, investing in human capital, and fostering global integration, Malaysia has achieved remarkable economic and social progress. For the US, Malaysia offers valuable lessons on addressing inequality, embracing diversity, and fostering unity. In an increasingly interconnected world, these principles are essential for building a prosperous, harmonious society. By learning from Malaysia's experience, the US can turn its challenges into opportunities and chart a path towards sustainable growth and cohesion.
Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It's one of the best ways to help more people see this content. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment below and join the conversation about today's topic. Your engagement and support mean everything to me and make it possible for me to create more impactful content that aims to bring the world closer together. If you'd like to take it a step further, you can support the channel directly through the link in the description. Every bit of support helps this community grow and fuels the mission to make a difference. Thank you for being such an important part of this journey.